How's it going? You're back with some more Lotro. And I guess it turns out that Helms Deep is delayed a week, which is weird. Um um wow. Helms Deep was supposed to come out this week, or like this coming up week, the 14th or 15th, but oh my god, sorry. It's really cold and dry here. it's, um, so my throat is killing me. Um, Helms Deep, yeah. So it was Helms Deep was supposed to come out the 14th or 15th, but it's being delayed by a week to like the 21st or something. Because I don't even know why. Because reasons. it's, I guess it's to line it up with the release of a specific update, which I guess makes sense. But the update has nothing to do with the legendary servers. It's just patch changes to the expansion that just released. So I don't know. It's a little odd. But if that's the case, then I think what we're going to do tomorrow and next week is just we might play some other stuff. We'll take a little bit of a break from Lotro, and then we'll come back to Lotro, after the 20th. So what'll that be, like the 24th or 25th?
Yeah. Look, what a wonder. See if you can get his attention. It may take some work to wake him to our need. Engage the orcs in combat, and the din may waken our sleeping friend.
Kill some orcs. Alright, that's easy enough. Alright, did we kill enough orcs for you, Mr. Ent?
Leveling in Rohan for a change.
Yeah, definitely leveling in Rohan again for a change. Thanks for the 7 months, Steven. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you being here as well. But yeah, I decided that because they're actually delaying the release of Helms Deep by a week, that tomorrow and the next weekend we're just gonna play something else. Because I was expecting Helms Deep to be out next week, but it won't. So starting tomorrow on the weekends, we'll just play something different. So it'll truly be something. It won't be leveling in Rohan. It'll just be a completely different game.
This is proving more difficult than I expected.
Hold on, I hear some people yelling outside. No idea what's going on. I just hear people yelling no, but I don't see anyone. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I actually pressed the engine for press. You know, with the amount of objects I'm putting down on the map. Yeah, I think they did well with the engine. And they probably had to maybe make some changes or updates to it with the module system, right? Or people are going to be adding a million different objects to a single structure. Yeah, I think there is indeed a limit to like one individual structure. But I imagine if you had the maximum amount of objects to each individual structure, it would be hard on the system for the engine. So they probably needed to do some updates. Oh, we finished Wayward on Netflix. kind of a weird movie. I think we were a little bit disappointed with the ending. Mostly because we felt like there were still some unanswered questions. Started off good, but I think a weak ending. Which is sad, because I really wanted that show to be good because it was Canadian. Like, come on, Canadian, show us how it's done. And then they dropped the ball.
Do you wake Leaflock? You use small names for big things, little one. Orcs may hack and claw.
A lot of unanswered questions about Canadians, so it fits.
For a time.
What do you mean? What are some unanswered questions about Canadians?
For long. You said he was a giant. That is not just a giant.
I love how the ant is still talking to me when I'm like 500 feet away. Why nobody actually got in their head to kick the French out when they could is beyond me. Actually, we did try. And then even later, we even tried to we tried to take away their rights when it came to voting at one point. That happened. And then years later, the French tried to leave the country themselves, where we didn't even need to. We didn't even need to kick them out. They were almost gonna kick themselves out, and they lost the vote to leave Canada by 1%, or I guess technically 2%, because it was 40 or 51% vote to stay in Canada and 49% vote to leave Canada. So they almost took themselves out.
I do not know if Leaflock will help us, despite his anger. We have planted the seed of Norzum's defeat. Now, we need to let it bloom.
Alright, let's do these quests. Yeah, they made some weird argument, crazy argument, I know, that they like helped founded the country, so they deserved a vote. Wild, wild statement to make. How dare they?
Meanwhile, Thyradon of the Dunedain travels north
We made
with
that
the bodies
mistake
of his
too. We
fallen
allowed them
brethren,
to vote.
determined to lay them to rest.
And then I think we have 2 or 3 more episodes of Welcome to Derry. That's been a good show. That's been fun to watch. I love how they make this like part of the section on which, you know, Paths of the Undead. But then when we actually get there, it looks totally different. It looks nothing like this cave. I always thought that was weird. Like, look, it's the Paths of the Dead, kind of. And they're like, actually, just kidding. It's something totally different. Wait, you're saying that there's people worse than me? Hell yeah. You know what? I'll take that one. I tried about 10 minutes to watch Jurassic World Evolution 3 streamers, and every single time I get anxiety seeing how they build their shit. Hard to imagine people are worse than you, but there are. You know what? I'll take that win. Not by much, don't get excited. Look, I showed pictures of the start of my sandbox map. It didn't look that bad. I refuse to comment. I do think I need to make... I changed, or my mind decided to make some changes about where to put some dinosaurs, so I think I have to just start over on some enclosures. I think I decided that I wanted to do a massive, like, tour thing rather than doing viewing stations at this one location. I think I just want to do one massive tour. It's not that hard. Look at what I made in just a few days. See, the problem is that I don't have the full creative brain and patience to make something like that. I look at some of your photos and I'm like, I have no clue on how to make those mountains, or make the waterfalls look so good, or those random like cliff rock structures. I have no idea how to make that. I just don't have the patience to figure it out.
Did you find what you wanted in Balewood?
Okay, so the ox and the dragon. You just stack shit together? But like, I don't know. I don't have the artistic patience to make that. As soon as like levels and hills are involved, my brain shuts down. It gets too complicated.
Meanwhile, Rodinir of the Dunedain brings tidings of Lou Brennin's betrayal to the Ukluth in Enidwy.
I do think it's great that we have them. But yeah, they're a little bit finicky. weird. You have to raise the land, then put water on it, then somehow put water on the bottom in a way it knows where the water is up the hill, so it connects. Yeah, and it can't be too far, right? Like there's an actual limit on the distance between the floor and like the roof of the cliff, or if the water is too far apart, it won't read it. Yeah, there's just these random layers of dry land. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sandboxes just do what you want. The rating doesn't matter anymore. I think what I would do too in some of the previous games is I would just make a park, and then once I was so-called finished with the park, I would turn on like the rating system and income and all that, just to see if it was a functional park for fun. Yeah, I think that's how I started to feel with while I was designing an enclosure. I was like, you know what? I don't know if I like these viewing stations or I want to use them. I think what I'll do is I'll just make a bunch of enclosures for like Jeep tours or whatever and do it that way. Build them in different sections and environments. Yeah, right? You have 5 stars in a park that's not meant to be functional and it still functions. But getting the lagoon to wrap around the arrival point, that was 2 hours of slowly removing water, making sure all is even land. Yeah, that I don't have the patience for. I have an idea, and then when the idea isn't working or I can't get the game to like make what is in my head, that's where I give up. And that's why for film projects, I'm more of the producer. Like, this is the idea I have. Make it happen. I don't know how to make it happen. That's for you to figure out. But this is the idea I have. Make it. In the tour, at one point, I accidentally lowered a few inches of the land, and the cars just tumbled down into the sea. That's fun. Yep. Hold on, I'm trying to plug in my phone. There's the cord.
Meanwhile, in Dunland, Horus of the Dunedain has been woken for his turn at the watch.
Stand watch until dawn. I was putting decorations down on the arrival point of the tour, and suddenly I was like, why are there no cars coming back? Oh, they're just all in the ocean. No functional park would ever have a canoe tour that long. Oh, wait. Doing it with a cruise is going to be trickier because it requires more space with the water. Yeah, I noticed that too, actually. And I wish it was a bit easier to do with, like, I wish, yeah, the tour didn't need so much space at the start. No functional park would ever have a canoe tour that long, ever. But when you design a park, I never think beyond one or two things. Like the little island on the side, I immediately knew that was going to be a resort type FDL, all the hotels. Yeah. But everything else that's for the lagoon that just happened while I was building. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's fair. The island generator helps with that, where you have a plan, you go in, you complete the first step of the plan, and then you use the randomly generated map to be like, oh, you know what? That area looks really cool. We could do this with it. I don't really want to go back to the square levels. That's fair. I like the square levels because they're nice and simple, and I don't have to deal with terrain issues. If I want to add terrain, I can just I can do that.
Meanwhile,
Sad part is Frontier
Carlinglod of the
never makes
Dunedain
changes to the
seeks for
core game.
answers
They
in
just
the
add
forest of the
DLC,
Moonshawls.
quality of life changes here and there. Yeah, they kind of found their core game plan and just leave it at that. Until they gutted the aviary species and the lagoon species on purpose for DLC packs later down the line. Yep. They gutted the species, gave us different ones to replace them, but then are gonna be like, oh yeah, we'll add the old ones back later, but as DLC. It's like the Total War treatment. You get no content when the game first comes out, but then after a year or two, there's so much DLC that now you get the content that the game deserves, but now you have to pay extra for it. Did they though? Did they give us new species? I believe in terms of like the lagoon and aviary, they did. Like Quetzalcoatlus wasn't in the second game, I don't believe. If it was, it may have been DLC. But I thought they added it was new to this game because of Jurassic World Rebirth. Quetzalcoatl was in the DLC. Oh, it was okay. It was a DLC. Okay. Yeah, I didn't buy DLC for the second game. And then maybe some of the lagoon dinosaurs that I thought were new were probably DLCs from the previous game. The Meg was DLC for Jurassic World 2. Okay. So then, yeah, maybe all they did is change which dinosaurs you get in the base game, and then which dinosaurs were DLC. Oh, there was flying things that ate moths? Oh, I didn't know that. You had a specific feeder just for that species. Oh, interesting. J. Holop- Holopterus? I don't know that one. Yeah, cool. So then they just took that one out, and maybe they'll do a themed DLC for it. I guess like here's something that you were missing, but now you have to pay $20 for it.
Meanwhile, in Tall Methedras, the thirst for vengeance drives Goladir of the Dunedain to seek out Lou Brenin, the treacherous leader of the Falcon clan.
Treacherous leader of the Falcon. Turn to the entrance of the entrance not over here? Yeah, here it is. It's like it's a prehistoric bat creature. Ooh. People argued that the Wetlands DLC was cut content as well. I don't buy into that per se, but most of the time your animators and artists have nothing to do, and your programmers and developers are in crunch mode to get the game shipped in time. Yeah, that's true. So you just have them working on some DLC. Like, hey, we do. I mean, or even they just do it on them for themselves, right? They're like, well, we got nothing to do. I'm sure we'll be told to make DLC in the future, so we might as well just start animating some new dinosaurs and adding some color and stuff to it. And then they'll be like, hey, look, hey, we need some DLC. I'm like, already done, boss. It's right here. Oh. Well, that was it. Wow. Got some work emails to reply to. text saying like, check your emails. I'm like, okay. This is the handy thing with my new second monitor setup. Welcome to Dear. Are you enjoying it? Yes, I am. Yeah, it definitely goes hard at times. Yeah, I think we're five. I think we're 5 or 6 episodes in. Really good. Really love the story and like the lore that they're adding. That I'm assuming comes from the book, but I don't know for sure. I never read the book, but really good. We're enjoying it a lot. I've been playing Detroit Become Human. Oh, that game is bleak. Yeah, Tiger Lady's been played that a little while ago, actually. She quite enjoyed it.
You should speak to Horn and see how he fares.
All right, let's speak to Horn then.
Since Leodwig is improved, I thought we might all take our meal together. Ready to eat?
Kododan says they have planted the seed of Nurzum's defeat.
Oh, of course,
and
I
we
could've
need
done
only
all this
wait for it
email
to
stuff while we
bloom.
did
Is he
dialogue.
right? Can we trust this ent?
After every chapter, you get a flowchart of the choices you could make. No spoilers are shown, and some of those branch off in so many freaking ways. You can replay chapters. Yes, the Dead by Daylight casting of Frank Stone does something similar. Once you play through the story once, you kind of see a flowchart and you can see all the different choices and outcomes and stuff. I like when games do that now, just so that you can see all the different outcomes. You just don't quite know maybe what choice you have to make to get
city
there.
on a hill she was, strong beer tor, fair beer tor. From far across the plains her banners we espied. And she was a comfort in time of pain, time of want. But the winter came, and with it an iron tide. And it
Great
was
singing.
our day to comfort, our time to protect.
I wish they gave it better
From
music
each
to go
corner
with
of
the
the
voice.
land all would ride to that city on the hill, strong beer tor, fair beer tor.
Like, instead of just the generic lute playing, there was actual like lute music to go with it. The singing itself isn't too bad. I think it would be a lot better if there was actual music to it. how obscure some. Yeah, I bet you become human probably has some obscure outcomes. Right? They put so much into their soundtracks in the past.
Go forth, young ones. Your foe was once like you, Bloom, but no longer. Cannot the strongest tree grow from the smallest bloom? Though you be defeated, you will leave your mark upon your foe, and he will remember you.
I know that Chance Thomas isn't a composer anymore and hasn't been for some time. I think the last music he wrote was Wildermore. Oh, interesting. Okay. Weirdly, I thought the music, like the last bit of music, I remember being like, "Oh, this is really good," was Rohan. Actually, I don't know if I remember the music for Gondor and Mordor as much, but maybe he kept going, and then that's when he stopped. Was Mordor. Shadows of Angmar, of course, is really good. Moria had some great music. Mirkwood was good too. I didn't play Isengard enough to really remember the music, but Rohan I remember well.
Now.
They never even released the music for Gondor, I think. I know Spotify has some music on it, but not much. Oh, interesting. So they never even released the Gondor. Wow. Okay. Okay, well, it looks like then... I'm assuming this means we completed the book. So the question is, do we have to come back here? Let me look that up quickly. Volume 3, Book 11, The Golden Halls. I want to see where we start that. So I know where to log out on my Lore Master. Outro. Volume 3, Book 11. Golden Hall. It has a Mordor score and the 10th anniversary compilation. Oh, well, okay, that's cool. Volume 3. Assuming it's probably the Riders of Rohan. Oh no, Battle of Helms, the Golden Hall. Okay. So this starts. Okay, starts at Nona. Okay, so we do have to come back here. Okay, that's good to know. I'll probably, you know what, let's get to Bree and log out in Bree.
Not taking the hobbits to Isengard. Not taking the hobbits to Isengard. Not taking the hobbits to Isengard.
It's banned.
The hobbits, the hobbits, the hobbits, the hobbits to Isengard. To Isengard.
Yeah, something to listen to while you study. Or play Overwatch, who knows? So that is my schedule for next week. Detroit Become Human and one last chapter in Life is Strange Before the Storm. Nice. Ooh, today's more physics. Very nice.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Get that math going. Alright, well, do I don't technically need to do virtues on my War Master. Because I have... I'll earn wit when we do 95, I think. Because I don't really need it right now. So fidelity, fortitude, honor, justice, loyalty, tolerance, confidence. Yeah, okay. So I think let's check out my champion and guardian and see what their virtues are. First, we'll go. I'll log out in Bree.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
So that I can refresh the subscriber subjar or whatever when Helms Deep releases. I got 35 games left. Wish you could say doable to finish in a year. But Locho really throws a wrench in that because I want time to play that. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you purchased the expansion, so you may as well try to experience it. Actually, I think that also means, although this seems so soon, but I believe the dungeons come out in 2 weeks for the new expansion. I think that's what's happening. Usually when they add the instance cluster, that's when the game is available on the store, or the expansion's available on the store. Which means then at least when we complete Helms Deep, I can go see the new content. You purchased the expansion, he says in a condescending mocking manner. No, I say because I know you regret purchasing it. You mentioned that you regret purchasing it. Now you just have to play it to make up for buying it. People on the forum seem to like the new expansion, but then I remember there are people who post on Lotra forums, so they are either over the age of 60 or of some manner of brain rot.
Could I speak with you a moment? Might I take a moment of your time? Could I speak with you a moment? What do you need? What can I do for you? Greetings. What can I do for you?
Oh, did I get all of these emotes? Oh no, I don't have coin flip. Coin flip, epic roar, pictures. Yeah, okay, so I'm getting coin flip. Interesting. To be fair, I purchased the expansion. Oh, you have Angmar as well, and still haven't played Angmar. I have a deep-rooted, misplaced loyalty to this game. Okay, let's check. Let's check Guardian first. Because I think Champ is pretty close to being done, so let's check Guardian. Yeah, it's just nice to level and listen to podcasts. Exactly. Hello? There we go. Guardian. Okay, so what is our virtues looking like? Oh yeah, we need everything. Okay. So yeah, let's work on guard. So starting from Eriador. Completed Shire except for quests, so ignoring oh wait, that's Bree. Yeah, we could do Bree. That's not Bree quests aren't terrible. Shire quests are terrible. We didn't complete Slayer in Breeland just yet. So that is some options. Arid Lewin we've finished. Swanfleet we did Explorer. Nowhere near done. We haven't even started Slayers or questing there. Homelands we did everything. North Downs has some exploration. Oh, we could do then North Downs to Angmar, I believe. Yeah. We could also do some quests there too, I guess. Okay, let's do that. So let's head over to Evandim. Whoops. Or not Evandim, Lone Lands. I'll never understand the love-hate relationships that MMO players have with their dopamine hit of a game. I barely understand my own with WoW. Yeah, it's true. I understand mine, but mine just stems from I don't have to pay to play the game. So I can just play it whenever I want. I have a stronger love-hate relationship with WoW because I want to do things like WoW Classic and stuff, but I just also don't want to pay a monthly sub because I'm cheap. So that's my love-hate relationship.
Well met.
We're not meant to understand it. That is how they keep selling expansions. And let's not beat around the bush. You can be away from this game for 2 years, pick it up, and just play again. You don't need to look up guides unless you're pushing high into your... Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Lotro is more simple in that way. You're right. Let me change my brain. Oh my god, shiny new X-Pack. Gimme.
What can I do for you?
Everybody quits WoW until the new cinematic gets released. See, I don't even think I'm interested in the new WoW expansion. kind of want to see what... I want to try out, like, WoW housing, but I don't want to sub just to try out the housing. Okay, let's do...
What do you need?
Oh god, I don't know how much of the book I've done. I don't know if I can get into the city of Karndun. I should be able to on my guard. I can't do it on my other characters. Let's see. I was interested in Midnight until the retirement plan kicked in, and that's fair. You're a cheap bitch, Morgan, not a good kind. Oh yeah, gold price is raising in WoW all the time. Yep. Okay, let's take a peek. Let's see if I can get into Karndun. There's the one deed, the Path of War, or Path to War. It gives a lot of virtue experience. Oh, I forgot I installed Mass Effect Legendary Edition again. Ain't no way I'm retiring my gaming PC before I do another company run of all 4 games. Hell yeah! I also saw that they were releasing a Mass Effect 4, or it's being worked on, but like they haven't given any more news on it in like 3 or 4 years or something. After Veilguard, I'm maybe not that overly excited to see what BioWare does. That's fair. They might also just be focused on the Knights of the Old Republic remake as well. Or remastered or whatever. Not necessarily a remake, just a remaster. Should be able to walk through this. Okay. Means then I should be able to get to the front gate. Just don't know if I can get past the gate. Oh, do I need... I might not need to. Gates of Shadow. Okay, cool. Then we can just technically follow this road out. We'll go to Barad Gularan and do all of those towers for a deed. Come back. Follow the road again. Maybe this time they won't use the AI writer. Yes, doing that tower deed at level 50 in Shadows of Angmar days. Yep. That was a fun one. basically had to do it with a full raid. Let's go up this way quickly. Don't remember if this leads to something. Yep, the drakes and the giants, yeah. Oh, there was one, but it's not for the deed necessarily. But there was something to that, you know, doing Karn Doom over and over again, hoping the rune of wing dominance dropped for your Hunter legendary quest. So you got the power back on hit perk. Yup. Yeah, let's go back up this way now. Towers that way. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not actually missing one of these locations. I hate to have to come back here. Explorer of Angmar, Road to War. Okay, you're the one down there. You're in the middle. You're at that other town. You're just before the town. You're the one we just found, and you're the king. Okay, so we're good. Or you farmed it for gold. That rune item went for 14 gold on the auction house. Yep. And now it's super easy to get the thousands of gold. God, jewelers made so much money back then, though. Making all that barrel jewelry. Selling each jewelry piece for like 5 to 8 gold. And your best friend. Well, you controlled the hide and leather on your server. Hell yeah. Like, controlled it. Oh, we could go underneath. Let's do that. Let's do it that way. We went to Esselden to farm Erox for Sturdy, then off to Misty Mountains. Yeah, for the artisan. And then I'm guessing for there would have been some wargs you would have farmed in Angmar for the master hide, right? Reminds me of when I owned the Royal Jelly Market of PFA. Yes, and then you taught me the farm for that. So then I unlocked that path and was doing some farming for it. After I got my B mount, old Royal Jelly. Yeah, mine sadly wasn't that good, but it was still pretty decent. I think it was like Mine was like 10 to 15k per hour, maybe. On average. I had a solid herb farm in War Within though for the first season. I would spend maybe an hour or 2 hours flying around to each of the different zones, collecting every herb, having a specific path mapped out, and then I would do that like twice per week, and so then each week I would make like 50k or something like that. It was pretty good. The BFA farm made my fortune. It's made me sad that Horde couldn't participate in that Royal Jelly farm. It was only Alliance, which is also why I think it made the farm that much more lucrative. Is that it was only for Alliance. I was always inscription. Ooh, yeah. Which I'm sure had some expansions of a lot of money, but probably not a lot, actually. Like, not every expansion. I was always Tailor and Enchanting, and I got sick of how Enchanting was so hard to, like, level up while also trying to make money at the same time. So then I gave it up for, I did Tailor and just Herb just for pure money. Cataclysm Inscription would have made good money because that's where there was all that transmuting of gold or whatever, right? All like the different ore and stuff to convert it into different things. I'm pretty sure that's what Inscription did at that time. And you needed to do it for the Vial of Sands or whatever, for that item that, well, it was a mount, but it would turn you into a dragon, and then someone could ride you. To be fair, and I'm using some hard facts on this, Alliance likes pretty and whimsical things. Bees don't really fill the Horde's vibe. Yeah, they don't fit. It doesn't fit the Horde vibe very much. No, it's not. It's true. By the way, I seem to remember this dungeon here dropped like a best slot hunter bow for the first boss, like a bow. Maybe? Yeah, I think it does, and it also dropped a really good earring, maybe, or pocket item for tactical classes. Fell off the cliff here. Yeah, obviously before Moria, yeah. Oh, the next update is doing an interesting thing for bows for Champion and Guardian, where they're like let fly skill. Actually, I think for Champion it's gonna add like a damage, like an armor mitigation, and for Guardian it's going to apply Like, it almost acts as like a ranged force taunt, which is kind of interesting. It allows. Oh, and it's no longer going to be a cast either. It'll just be an instant skill. So that's kind of nice. I'll be back for BFA Remix. Oh, I will too. There's so many mounts I want from BFA Remix. Even though I'll never use them, I still want them. Yeah, that's their new plan, right? They released expansion just before the holidays and then take a month off. Yep. That'll be their yearly schedule, I guess. I'm assuming there's nothing in here, but let me check. Remember the name of this town on this cliff. So go up there quickly. See, at least we have war steeds now, so traveling is even faster in these earlier zones. They're small. Says me, who just took a month off. Merkworth. Won't be here tomorrow. I'll be in bed by the time you start. I go back to work with a 4 a.m. Week start. Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay, then I think what I'll do... Yeah, I think what I'll do tomorrow, just to take a break from Lotro, is... Although, actually, I should ask what time we're doing. We're supposed to do a dinner tomorrow, because it's... Well, it was Tiger Lady's birthday yesterday, and then my mom's birthday was 2 days before that, and we're doing a conjoined birthday dinner tomorrow, but I don't remember what time we're doing it. So depending on the time of that, I actually may not even be streaming tomorrow. But if you won't be here, then maybe, because my other plan was maybe I'll start one of the Dawn of War campaigns tomorrow, and then continue them next week. Just to mix it up a bit. But if you're not being here tomorrow, maybe I'll do something else. Because I know you wanted to see Dawn of War stuff. So I expect Ben to fill the chat with nonsense. Oh, he will. He will. Yeah, I don't even know. Let me text that, actually. Maybe my mom gave me a time and I just don't remember. Oh, yeah, she did. Let's plan about 4:35. Yeah, okay, so stream will have to... I'm able to start stream earlier and just end it. Please, the only one who speaks nonsense is you, Stephen. Hello? What am I stuck on? There we go. It is known. And then I think so we gotta go here, 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 and then... So we'll get Fortitude done. So this might even... These ones will complete honor as well. And we just have Justice, Loyalty. Oh, and Confidence. Yeah, I got lots. Speaking of vacation, I maybe perhaps applied to have vacation in almost the entire month of December this year too. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Fourth of December is my last day of the year. Hell yeah. Go to this camp first. Now we patiently wait to see what's going to happen with the PC, depending on which statue we're getting. Ooh. Yeah, so then it's, do you retire it then, or do you wait until next year? Or a couple months after? Or just even after your vacation? The Red Stays or the Xenomorph. Both are so good. Now, I'm more partial to the Xenomorph, though. Xenos are cool. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of the Xenos. I think I can go. I'll go left here. It'll depend on the price and the size, mostly the size. Oh yeah, because the Xeno one's really big, isn't it? Oh, I guess in 2 weeks in Lotro, we get the UI update to fit 4K monitors, so we'll see how that goes. That won't break anything. That's gonna not cause any issues whatsoever. It should be right here, isn't it? Oh, did I mess this up? Oh, maybe it's... Oh, maybe it is to here. Did I not quest here? No, I must have gone there, though. Now I gotta look at this. Explore, Road to War. Oh, it is there. Maybe I didn't quest in here as much as I thought I did. Okay, I'm waiting at least a month to return to Lotro. Yeah, we'll make sure that all the bugs to the UI scaling is done. Indeed, window guy will strike again. I know, you'll go into the options and UI settings, and where's the UI scaling button? Yeah, you'll hit this button right here, UI scale increase or decrease, and it'll just crash the game. Yeah, I must have not quested. Weird. Alright. Galtrev. Actually, let's do Standguard debris. It's not the prettiest looking game in 2K, so I can only imagine how it looks. Yeah, it might look a little bit funky. But I guess the whole idea is it's supposed to fix mostly I think how the UI scaling affects the maps, the character panel, and the wallet and bags, I think. And the vitals? Because right now, all UI scaling does is it just, like, it stretches images. It doesn't... Oh my god. Is this a bot? Yeah, it looks like a bot. Yeah, it just stretches the images. It doesn't rescale them properly. So now it should rescale them properly. I don't know. Really, all it's going to do is, like we joke, it's just going to crash the game. For a crazy idea, we have less buttons. Like, I don't know, modern MMOs. Yeah, I don't think we're getting less buttons. They won't do that. Of course, they won't. Of course, they have 1 month to do this crap before they start the next expansion. And the Rohan rework and the Virtue rework. This game is fucked. Yup. It'll be interesting to see how it thrives after this year. Whoops. Oh no, I went to the Bree Festival grounds. There's too many mounts right there. Take me back. There's three different people to talk to. 4 different people. There's this mount, this person, this person, this person.
What do you need?
I need to go to Evandam, which Tressa Bridge. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it'll be too extensive. I'm pretty sure they're just doing something like... For Rohan, it'll be changing... It'll be adding corruption removal to mounts. It'll be increasing the damage that you do while on a mount. And then they'll probably leave it at that. And then they'll be adding armor and adjusting stats for 85 and fixing armor for some classes. And then I don't think they're gonna do anything to 95. I'm pretty sure it's just to 85. The Virtue rework, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be like you can use your Embers of Enchantment to buy virtues, basically. That's what I'm guessing. Dunland and such doesn't need a rework in my opinion. There are a few touches here and there. Yeah, I don't think Dunland. I don't think there's any problems with Dunland. They need to fix the Isengard raid, the Tower of Orthanc, because they broke it, and it hasn't been fixed. It's been, well, they broke it since the release of the new expansion, so it's been over a month now, and they haven't fixed it, I believe. So they gotta fix the raid. And then fix some armor sets, but other than that, I don't think it needs to be touched. Dunland needs to rework their life and burn in a pit of hell. Hashtag Dunland hate. You know, when Dunland gets released on that that Total War Lord of the Rings mod, we're totally playing Dunland just so that Ben can hate on every unit I play with. I went through Rohan on Treebird server when I was loving my captain. Honestly, I still like it a lot. Yeah, I think Dunland was also probably set up really nicely for Treebird.
What do you need?
Honey, could you point on the doll we're done? Oh, I gotta explore down here. Okay. Dunland is full of stinky people who steal your food and make taxes higher. No, Ben, that's London. Oh. One day we'll have a movie chronicling where Ben's hatred for Dunland started. Actually, I think it started with the movie War of the Rohirrim, when I was telling him the lore of Dunland, and then he decided, Dunland fucking sucks. Exactly, he's not wrong. Oh wait, no, this is... Yeah, this is... Yeah, Western Ruins, Eastern Ruins. Wait, this is down here, I think, actually. Whoops, I could have gone to Eston. Oh well. Parasites don't deserve borders. Hashtag Dunland isn't real. Their filth is a choice. Damn. Spoken like a true man of Rohan. Am I looking forward to 2 sand expansions? Hell no. But I paid for them. Maybe we can sneak in... Actually, I don't think we can. I'm not even going to bother. We're going to go the long way. Stream. Mortimer's stream is unavailable at this time as we are investigating infractions to our terms of service. Thanks, Ben. And what's funny is as soon as you type that, and I saw an auto mod message pop up. I was like, wait, what just happened? But no, it's just some random bot that put in the word by well, they used viewers, so they got auto banned. Ben is a bot confirmed.
May Guvanan.
They spread their sickness on purpose. Their traitors carry the plague. Their children are taught to hate us. They want what we have. Hashtag Dunley Gross. Damn. Maybe I need to do a Rohan playthrough of Lord of the Rings Total War. So that we can just fight Dunland. And Ben can release some of that hatred. Hashtag Dunland Gross. Now I also want to revisit our Lord of the Rings D&D campaign and take you to Dunland. Just so that you can have all of this hatred. Give me a week, I'll donate to make it happen. Is there a therapist cheaper or more expensive than a bottle of milk? Just asking. No, all the therapists sadly are more expensive. Though in certain circumstances, you could argue a way to get some therapists for free. Because of free health care. Or do you pay the therapist with the bottle? That. You definitely pay for them. I think Ben qualifies for the free one. Yeah, you have to somehow argue that it's that it will basically, if you don't go, then your life is at risk or something like that. And then at that point, you can only go to specific therapists, and then it'll be free or something like that. Yeah, see, you did get a free one because of the cancer diagnosis. Yeah. So because you're going to one for a life-threatening condition, it was considered free. But they also, I'm assuming you would have just gotten the one, like whatever they have at the hospital as well. You were already at the hospital, so they would have just put you in with a specific team. And not knocking therapy, by the way. I've had therapy myself. It helps. It does. Therapy does work. Maybe not for everyone, but I don't know. It's very rare that it doesn't work. It takes time, but it does work. And that enabled me to get help with the ADHD and autism. Nice. Which is like, oh right, it's like a $2,000 diagnosis, but you got it all for free or like discount or whatever because of what was going on. Yeah, that's $2,000 Canadian. Okay, let me just make sure I'm going to the right place, but I think I am. I think I figured this place. Yep. Yep, I'm going to the right place now. Yep, 1,800. Yeah, $1,800. Yeah, major discount. Nice. I should have been a therapist. Yup. Just move to Canada and become a therapist. There you go. Guess what? The diagnosis takes probably 2 to 3 hours, but the wait list for the free one is over a year. Because fuck mental health, I guess. Yep, that's true. That's so accurate. Oh, it's up. It's up. Yeah, you pay, you get in faster, you don't pay, you gotta wait a year. Really stupid, but that's our free healthcare system. I always wondered if I had ADHD or some form of OCD. Lucky I've knocked 40's door down, so in a few years they'll just classify me as angry, bitter old man, so I'm good. Yeah, just an angry, bitter old man. Okay, so those deeds are done. We did finish tolerance. Let's do justice. Yeah, we'll do justice and loyalty, I think. I won't worry so much about confidence. Lonelands, North Downs, Trollshaw's exploration deed. Seems like that's next. Misty Mountains is a bit of a pain, but could do it as well. Evanim, I'm not even going to touch yet. Angmar, we just finished. Orakel, no. Reagan? Oh, Reagan won't be too bad. We can at least do the questing deed. Okay, let's go to... Sure, Snowborn. Also, more fun facts. It is often misdiagnosed as bipolarism. You end up with the wrong medication for years. Oh god, that's terrifying. No thank you. I do love it when people these days say when people say, these days, it seems that almost everyone has some form of ADHD. Yes, because these tests for it are a lot more refined than they were 20 years ago, if there were even tests at all. Exactly. Crazy how medical science works. Where as it becomes more developed, more refined, all of a sudden, people start
Our
having
mission is dire.
more and more diagnoses, and things become more common because it's easier to identify and test. Wild. It's like how I think they said the same thing about left-handed people. Weirdly, all of the sudden, after a certain time, more and more left-handed people started to appear. Almost like around the same time where they realized that they should probably test people more to see if they're left-handed or right-handed and start making more left-handed objects. And then randomly, all of a sudden, more left-handed people appearing. Crazy how that worked out. They're definitely not related. Make more left-handed objects, do more studies into left-handed people, and all of a sudden,
Greetings.
more left-handed people show up? Wild. Would have thought. That's why you have terms like neurodivergent these days. Yep. Maybe we should go back to the days of drilling a hole in your skull when you have a headache, because fuck aspirin, right? Yeah, you don't need aspirin. Let me just drill a hole in your skull. You'll feel better. Maybe this is oversharing. That I am very high on the autism spectrum to the point where I actually don't understand average people's emotions. Oh. And need significant help with it. And to work in communications where I have to understand people's emotions. And yet somehow, Ben, you're still one of the people at MedSkills that is able to communicate better and teach the students more than anyone else. What the? Why is my mount broken? There we go. It's weird. Bias study. Hey, look at this way. We had the same chases on the internet, so you're not alone. Can I choose the burn star option? I'm fucking magic, a walking contradiction. Yeah, you're in control of your own destiny. Choose the burn and a fiery star option. Okay, so we need trapdoor lair, which is up here somewhere. Yeah, it's like up here. Desolate is down here. And that would finish those two deeds. Then we go to the Sea Mountains. So I'd rather text my ex than have another insane conversation with that person. She was actually insane. She was truly insane. But you'll always be in the shadow of the dumbass who ate Bible pages. Hey! Good, let me stay in the shadows, please. Anyways, fuck Tunland. Yeah, she still probably is insane. But who knows? Sometimes I don't even think they were real. Feral Witch plot, though, was the best part. We now have the Feral Witch plot. Galadriel, the Feral Witch. Oh yeah, I'll vet the next one. I'll make sure there'll be no repeats. I know creativity. I just can't create art. I can't make pretty pictures. That's the difference. I can create stories, just not pictures. I mean, you want to talk about art. Some of the shit that they have in New York City museums is goddamn wild. It'll be like just a toilet in a glass box. And I'm like, that's art. And then I'll sit there thinking, well, if that's art, then I'm the next, I don't know. Then I'm the next Van Gogh, I guess. Because it's literally just a toilet in a glass box. Or a staircase hanging upside down. And people will pay like hundreds of dollars to see this so-called art. And it's wild. You just wandered into the toilet because whatever adult supervision wasn't keeping an eye on you for a few seconds. I mean, that part could be true. Because I did go with my theater class, and we had to go to all these museums ourselves, so there was no professor watching us. There was no adult supervision.
May Govanen.
There wasn't even anything like a little blurb or a speech on what the toilet was representing or anything. It was literally just a toilet in a glass box. Because I've seen stuff where, you know, there's like the robot that's pulling oil to itself, and it was more lively when it was first installed, but now that it's been years, it's not as lively anymore. Like giving up hope. Like, that's some symbolism right there. There's a metaphor. I get it. I mean, yes, it's just a robot pushing oil around, but it's better. It's more in depth than just a toilet. I had a funny moment today. So my dad and mom talked to me and said, "Hey Ben, your younger brother is going on a lot of dates from sites. We were wondering if you were doing the same thing." I follow with, "No." "Oh, well maybe your dad and I can help you pick some of them." TLDR, my mom and dad are trying to set me up on a dating site. Oh no. I love that. Like, I love this story, but also, oh no. Poor Ben. Your mom and dad are trying to set you up. I guess points for the... They get A for effort from the parents, though. Round of applause. Good work. Good work, parents. Good work, mom and dad. You're trying to help out. We love the assistance. We may not want it, but we love it. I refuse to be on that site, please. Okay, so we finished. Okay. I guess we can do... Yeah, let's do loyalty now. Honest question. Oh boy, I'm ready. Are you that desperate? No, I don't think so. You don't appear to be that desperate. And if you were that desperate, I wouldn't even offer Tinder. I would say go on something like Plenty of Fish or something. My dad went, "I'm almost 70, but if you ever let a woman take advantage of you like you did with her, I'm beating your ass." It's just another dating website, but that's where Tanisha and I met. It's on that one.
How can I be of service?
I'm gonna laugh though if Plenty of Fish doesn't even work anymore. They're like shut down or something. Gosh, I felt like I was missing something, and this is like a fish fight or something where you buy a cool fish. Nope. It's just a different dating website. That at the time, before like Tinder and stuff, was really nice because it was one of those that didn't make you like pay to use basic services. Like, you know, there's the big ones like, was it like eHarmony or something like that? Where just to send messages to people, you can only send like 2 messages a day unless you want to subscribe to their service. But Plenty of Fish was like, well, that's stupid. Send as many messages, see as many profiles as you want, and then if you just want additional profile information, then you have to pay. Nothing to do with that. See, their generation is different, so they just want to see you with someone because that was baked into them. That's true, yeah. That's true. I refuse to use the site. That's fair. Sites aren't for everyone. Okay, so we need to go where giants dwell. So we need to go this way. I do feel like I was born at the wrong time. Either I wanted to be born in the 70s, be all Led Zeppelin rules, baby, or be 18 now. Why? Because you got women like Bonnie Blue hooking up with 18-year-olds. Where are these chicks when I was 18? I'm just saying. I think my mom just wants to swipe on an app for me because this isn't the first time she asked about it. Maybe you tell her to make a profile so that she can just swipe for you, but then you just don't go any further than that. She's like, "What about this person?" I'm like, "No." No. Maybe it'll just keep her busy.
Greetings.
Let's look at Misty Mountain Deeds. Explorer of the Misty Mountains. We've got Giants 12. Okay, so this is just the 4 locations down here. Got the high passes, and we only... Oh, so then this one is actually just over here. Okay. It's not bad. And then we have ruins of this, which is the Bitter Stair and Haven. Bitter Stair's up there, and Haven. What? Haven is right here? Lies. Oh, it's right here. Right? Is this it? Yep, this is it. Okay. Weird. Oh, and then we need foreboding heights. Right, which is the other side of the map. Might not need to do that one, though. We're just doing loyalty. Should be okay. Actually, let's do this, though. Put wit here, and then we'll say you're earning loyalty, and then when this maxes out, put points into it. So we don't lose points into something. Let me just go back to well on the T, on the A, and then south of the A, and then on the far corner. T on the A, south of the A. go. A south of the A. Nice corner. Oh, done. Just automatically tracked it. Okay. Oh, we might need... Yeah, we might actually need 2 more deeds. Okay. So, ruin. So we gotta go to the bitter stair. And we gotta do... So we got... Actually look at audience. We still got Florian. Ooh, I didn't do any exploration deeds in Moria. Okay. That's good to know for the future. Might do that at the next level cap. So the Mirkwood I definitely wouldn't have done. River we didn't do. More. Why was Stranger Things season 5 part 2 so horrible? I demand justice. My only guess for actually why is they were hit with like studio pressure. Because if I remember right, when they released season 1 or season 2, the brothers said that they have 3 seasons of content or like story planned out, and that they will only ever do 3 seasons, and they won't do more than that because they hate it when shows put in too much filler and then it ruins the quality. So eventually, of course, at some point, Netflix just said, do what we want, we'll pay you more money, and then they fell for it. Because I truly believe that season 1 happened as intended. I think season 2 was supposed to be like the reveal of Vecna and his connection to the Mind Flayer, and then season 3 was going to be like the death or the defeat of Vecna and the I don't think season 4 was honestly that good. Like, it was okay, and it was better than season 5, but I don't think season 4 was as good as season 1. I don't even remember season 2 and season 3. And I truly think the first half of season 5 was like the original plan for like season 3. and they put in all of this effort. They like that stuff was already planned essentially. Like when they with their original story plot, the first half of season 5 was going to be their original like season 2 or season 3. But then they were met with all of these inconsistencies that they didn't account for in the original script, with like additional characters and the introduction of Will having the same powers as 11, and the military and like the Russian involvement. And I think all of these things started to stack up on top of each other, and they kind of just lost track of what to do. Because there's so many plot holes now that they left open. Well, and that, and they got too scared to kill any characters. They stopped killing characters, and I wonder if that was just a reaction to like the fans, being like, "Oh no, the fans hated when we killed Barb, and the fans hated when we killed Bob, so we just won't kill anyone then, and then they'll be happy." But not realizing that like the outcry against those characters wasn't because, "Oh no, you shouldn't kill those characters." It was just, "Oh no, my favorite characters died. How could you?" But that's just good storytelling. Like I said to you, part 2 starts and boom, in the first 30 minutes 4 people die. Yeah, that's definitely how it should have been. I also think the first half of the season was filmed at a different time, and they essentially had to speed up the process of the last half of season 5. Like, I don't think they were filmed back to back. I think the second half of season 5 was filmed during the writers and actors strike, so quality dropped. Too many plot holes, and we'll explain later, right? But I also think I think there's some level of they got overwhelmed, because I know their quality of writing is good, but then when they say things like, when they're asked, "Hey, why weren't the Demigorgons with Vecna in the final fight sequence?" And the response from the writers is, "Oh, we didn't really plan for that," or "I guess Vecna wasn't planning on for a sneak attack and just didn't think he needed to be prepared for that," then that just tells me that they got overwhelmed. Because I know they're not shitty writers. I think they just made shitty decisions, or, yeah, like I said, got overwhelmed. So we got 4 up there. Let's go this way then first. If you give your characters incentive to survive, it sells to the audience. Yep, this is true. Yeah, the stakes were, if we fail, then... It was just, if we fail, then the bad guy wins. Like, okay, but that's like the basic level of stakes. If we fail, the town dies. Oh no. I don't really care about the town, because everyone else in the town sucks. which is what made the battle in season 4 so good. The stakes were max for survival. Yep. For survival, there's incentive. Yep. Wait, now how do I go back up though? I always get lost in here. Oh, I think I go that way. Yeah, I think I go this way actually. I just saw it. Okay, I didn't. Okay. And I guess we just need black crack, right? Yeah. Okay, that's not actually up too high then. I think we can just drop down here. Let me off this bridge. Goblins, there we go. Yeah, I think they just got overwhelmed, and with the addition of the writer's strike and actor's strike that happened, quality just dropped. I think too much was on their plate. They tried one of those, like, they had too many plot points to deal with. Is this not the black crack? Damn it. So then the black crack is... Oh, it's above it. Okay. So then... Maybe I can get around to it this way. I'll forever praise the scene in the RV where... Posse's driving to the house, the fantastic remix of Separate Ways by Journey's playing, every character knowing what they need to do, but they don't know if they can, or if they'll survive. They're scared shitless, but they do it anyways. No dialogue, just the music. The scene was goddamn perfect. Yup. Yeah, there was good moments in Season 4. I may also be getting parts of Season 4 and Season 3 mixed up. Because there's like all the military stuff and like the side plot of Hopper and Joyce in Russia or whatever. And I don't know. I just didn't like that stuff. Maybe that was in Season 3. Because I just hated that stuff. There was also a lot where I just flat out hated 11. Oh, this is the black crack. There we go. Like, 11's plot was just felt pointless at times in almost every season after season 1. Uh-oh. 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 Don't lie. Don't die. Live. Nope. That was too far. Speaking of Max, there are rumors floating around. They're eyeing her for Gwen Stacy, aka Spider-Gwen. Well, there's that, but then there's the other rumors that she's actually Jean Grey. And she's the first introduction to the new X-Men cast. So she's actually not Gwen Stacy, she's Jean Grey. And they're introducing the X-Men in the new Spider-Man. There's the other rumor that's going on. What we do know for sure, though, is that there's a theory about who she's playing on the internet that is true, because she said that, quote, the internet knew I was playing a character before I even knew I was playing that character. But they were indeed correct. So as far as I'm aware, the only two characters that she was asked to play was Jean Grey and Gwen Stacy. Is she too young for Jean Grey, though? I don't know. She's 23 years old, and there's always there's like the young X-Men plots, right? Like there's some stories where they're in high school, so they could be doing just like a younger X-Men plot. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Oh yeah, Doomsday's either gonna flop or it'll be awesome. Yes. Absolutely. There will be no middle ground. That's right. Have this tree further south. Yeah, I think, yeah, because I'm pretty sure Doomsday will just be the movie that introduces Doctor Doom, and then Secret Wars will be the big finale. And that will, I think Secret Wars will kind of be the end of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and from there on, they'll just do, like, their own separate movies. Like, we might get more X-Men movies, but it'll just be the X-Men kind of thing. There won't be any more, like, massive crossovers, right? That's my guess. So unless, yeah, maybe they do a Secret Wars, and then, like, in 10 years after that, they'll do, like, a Secret Wars 2. Yeah, we will get to see Ian McKellen as Magneto one last time. It'll be good. Got 1, 2, 3. I think they'll kill him in the movie, personally. I think they'll kill off Magneto. Is Fassbender not confirmed to be in it? I thought he was. Maybe I'm wrong. For some reason I thought both him and
What do you need?
well, the young Charles were going to be in it. I don't care, hearing his voice in the trailer was enough for me. Exactly. And it's okay that he dies. I think that's just the prediction I have, is that they'll kill him off so that they can kind of like be done with Magneto. Actually, they might even kill him and Charles. I don't know. It's still above pass. So it's right here. This way, I guess. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then we just got down here. Oh, we did get enough. Well, that's fine. I guess we'll just get some virtual experience for with them. Hey, Poteen! Nice to see you again. How's it going? Thor's one of the strongest Avengers. Asking for help. We're coming. Oh, maybe. Yeah. I love that there's this all the teasers, well, aside from the X-Men one, have been showing the heroes with kids. Like Captain America's kid, Thor's got a kid. I'm sure they'll do another trailer with like Iron Man's kid. We have the Fantastic Four's kid, so I think that's kind of funny. So I'm always good. That's good. Yourself? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It was actually, your timing is perfect, where I was about to end stream here, I think. I'm gonna get some food and stuff, and we just accomplished what we set out to do today. Get some deeds all done, virtues caught up a bit in preparation for the Helms performance, which was supposed to be this week, but I think it's gonna be next week. Yeah. So I think we'll save these other two for, Helms Deep. Well, the Fantastic Four kid is supposed to be one of the most powerful entities in the Marvel Universe. Yes, this is true. Too OP. But yeah, we're gonna call it here for today. Tomorrow, we'll take a little bit of a break from Lotro for a bit, and tomorrow we'll go back to the Dawnless Days mod for Attila Total War, so the Lord of the Rings Total War mod, and we'll continue our Mirkwood playthrough. We're about to, I think we took Dol Guldur, or we're about to take Dol Guldur, so we'll do that. We'll save Mirkwood, cleanse it, reclaim it, and then maybe take on Rune or Mordor or something. That's like me. If I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. Yeah, and then we'll continue our Dawnless Days stuff next weekend, and then we will have, well, I guess, yeah, so if Helm's Deep comes out on the 21st, then probably our next Lotro stream will be the 24th or the 25th. But yeah, thanks for coming by. I appreciate you all, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.